Hello there, my name is God's Power Dishi. In this video series, I'll be treating past questions, and the very first one I'll be treating is WAEC past question 2010. Do well to follow me in this video series for more videos on different past questions across the years and in other examining bodies like NECO and JAM. But for now, I'll be starting with WAEC. Now, the very first question I have here is simplify 0.000215 times 0.000028 and express your answer in standard form. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do here is to multiply these two numbers and get a number. So let's multiply these two numbers. I'm going to have 0.0000 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 okay, 602. Now this is what I have when I multiply these two numbers. So if I want to write this number in standard form as required here, as we were asked to do, this is where the decimal point is. So I'll move it from here. I'll move it like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So I'm stopping here. Once I get to the first non-zero digit, I'm going to stop. So that is now 6.02 times 10 raised to the power of minus 9. Now it is minus 9. It is 9 because I moved it 9 times until I got to the first non-zero digit. Now it is minus, not 9 as we have in options A and B, but minus because the number is less than 1, because it is 0. So anytime you have a number, let's say 0.92, if you are asked to write this number in standard form, the point is here, so you move it 1. This will be 9.2 times 10 raised to the power of minus 1. Again, this number is less than 1. So that is how you write numbers in standard form. Now you might want to ask, is it possible to write it like 60.2 times 10 raised to the power of minus 10? Like, let's say you move it again. This is not in standard form, because when you're writing numbers in standard form, you are supposed to have a one-digit whole number. All right, like I have here 6. This 6 is the whole number part, while this 0.02 is the decimal part. It has to be one-digit number. I can't have 60.2. This is not in standard form, but 6.02 is a number in standard form. That is how standard form numbers, or that is how numbers are written in standard form. And then I have minus. Now of course, you know why I have 9. I've said that before, so that would bring the answer to D. That's option D here. Now okay, I hope that's clear. Now let's go to the next question. Factorize x plus y minus ax minus ay. There are two ways or more ways of solving this question. So the very first, I would rearrange them with respect to how related they are. I have x plus y, I have minus ax, and I have minus ay. Somehow minus ax is related to x, so I'll just write it like this: x minus ax, okay, and plus y minus ay. Looking at these first two terms, I have 4 terms here: 1 2 3 and 4. Looking at these first two terms, what's common here? X is common. Bring out x, open a bracket, and write 1 minus a. All right, what I did was x into x is 1, and x into minus ax is minus a. Oh, that's clear. Plus, what's common here and here? I have y and I have minus ay. Y is common. Bring it out, open a bracket again, and then this factor that you have brought out, divide these two terms by that factor, so that you get what will be left in the bracket. Y into y is still 1, and y into minus ay is minus a. So I have this. I have two terms now. Look at this, is a term, this is another term. What's common between these two terms? 1 minus a is common. Bring it out again. 1 minus a in bracket, open another bracket, and write x plus y. X plus y. So this is the answer. Looking at the options, you realize that you will not see it in this form, but it can also be written like this: x plus y in bracket and 1 minus a in bracket. It's like saying is 5 times 3 the same thing as 3 times 5, of course. So you can rearrange it like the way I have done. So that brings us to choosing the answer, which is option C. Okay, x plus y and y minus a. Is there another way of doing this? Yes, there is. If I don't want to rearrange it, I can try to write it like this: x plus y, put it in brackets. That's possible. Then look at the last two terms. Now, what's common between these two terms? I think it's minus a, open in bracket. And then what's minus a into minus ax? Remember, minus will cancel the minus. So minus a into minus ax is just what? X. Good. Then minus a into minus ay. What would that give you? Plus what? A will cancel the a and you'll be left with just y. So see what I have. Now, you might be wondering, okay, this is x plus y. Do you know that there is a 1 here? Of course there is. It's like when you have x, for instance, the coefficient of x is 1. So this, I can say the coefficient of x plus y here is 1. That can be rewritten like, so what's common here? X plus y is here, is also here. Bring out x plus y in bracket and then 1 minus a. So you see, we arrived at the same answer. Yes, it can be solved anyway, and you are good to go. Let's go to the next question, number 3. In the diagram, PSR is equal to 22 degree, angle SPQ is equal to 58 degree, and angle PQR is equal to 41 degrees. Calculate the obtuse angle QRS. Obtuse angles are angles that are obtuse angles are angles that are more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. This is a right angle triangle, for instance, and this is obtuse. If you notice, this angle is bigger than this angle. This is obtuse. What about reflex? Reflex angle are angles that are more than 180 but they are less than 360 degrees. So it's between 180 and 360 degrees. But now they say we should calculate the obtuse angle QRS. Now let's locate where the angle is. QRS. This angle is actually angle QRS, but this is not an obtuse angle. Rather, this is the obtuse angle. So this is what we are asked to find. You have to be very, very careful when you are solving this question. This is the angle we are asked to find, which is the obtuse. The other one here, this other one I'm pointing, is the reflex, but they say find the obtuse angle QRS. So what do I do in this case now? The question is, how do I get the angle, this reflex angle first? If I get that, I think it should be easy for me to get the angle outside. Now, how many shape has this side? This shape has 4 sides. PS is a side, PR is another side, RQ is another side, and QP is another side. So we have 4 sides. Now, for a 4-sided shape, the sum of angle of a 4-sided shape is 360 degrees. You might want to ask, why is that so? There's a formula that says that the sum of the triangles of a polygon is an n-sided shape, maybe 3 sides, 4 sides, and so on. The formula is n minus 2 in bracket times 180 degrees. So if you want to find the sum of angles here, that will be 4 minus 2, because it's 4 sides, times 180 degrees. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 is 360 degrees. So that is why I told you before that the sum of these angles are 4-sided. All right, so I have this as 360 degrees, which means if I add 22 degrees, 41 degrees, and 58 degrees, and this other reflex angle, which is the angle inside, I will get 360 degrees. So let's get QRS reflex first. So QRS, angle QRS, this is reflex. So I can say reflex QRS plus 22 degrees plus 41 degrees plus 58 degrees. So how many angles do we have now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I add all these angles, I should be able to get 360 degrees. So this is equal to 360 degrees. All right. Now that I have this, if you add all these angles, what would that give you? You will get 121 degrees. So that's reflex again, reflex QRS plus, if you add this to this and to the other angle, you get 121 degrees. 121 degrees, and that's equal to 360 degrees. Now if you move 121 degrees to the other side, that will give you what? 360 minus 121 degrees, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 239 degrees. 239 degrees. But that's not all. All right. If you notice, this 239 degrees is even more than 180 degrees. So this can be the answer. It's not even the option. Remember, I was asked to find the obtuse angle QRS. So how do I get the obtuse angle? Now that I have this angle here, remember these two angles, the one I'm just marking, and these two angles I'm marking, they are the both angles, they are at a point, angles at a point, and the sum of angles at the point is equal to 360 degrees. Wait, what does that really mean? Let's say I have this angle at a point here. Let's say this is angle A, angle B, and angle C. If I add the three angles, I'm going to get 360 degrees, because the sum of angles at the point is 360 degrees. So it means that these two angles should add up to give me 360 degrees. So I will say obtuse angle QRS. Let me just squeeze it in here now. Obtuse angle QRS would be equal to what? 360 minus 239 degrees, since they both add up to give me 360. So to get the angle of obtuse angle QRS, I'll just subtract this angle now from 360 degrees. So this would give me 121 degrees, and that is option C there. All right. So what I did here, when I got this angle, the reflex angle, I just subtracted from 360 so that I can get the other angle, which is, what I did first of all was to get the reflex angle, which was the angle inside the shape, and once that was done, I had to subtract from 360 degrees to get the other angle outside the shape. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. Very, very easy. Okay, let's come to number 4. The bar chart shows the marks distribution in an English test. This is the bar chart. It has frequency. This frequency is the number of students who took the test, and then 20, 35, 40, 50, 65, 80. All these are the marks that the student got or obtained whilst they wrote the test, or when they wrote the test actually. So the first question says, if 50% is the pass mark, 50%, all these are in percent actually, 20%, 35%, 40%, 50%, 65%, 80%, they are all in percentage. So now, if 50% is the pass mark, how many students passed the test? How many students passed the test? Okay, this is very, very easy actually. So the number of students that passed the test is, now look at this. This is 50 here. This 50 passed the test. 65 passed the test. 80. Now these are the pass marks: 50, 65, 80. How many students had 50 marks? Look at this. So this bar shows against the vertical axis. This is the vertical axis, talking about the frequency. This is the frequency. Now this has to do with the number of students that passed or that took the test, while all these are the marks obtained. So for 50, how many students had 50? You can trace it to this side. You realize that 45 is in between 50 and 40. So 45 I have there. Then plus, look at 65. How many had 65? How many had 65? Trace it. You have what? That's 25. Plus, now how many had 80? Again, trace it. If you trace it, you get what? You get 15. If you trace it, you get 15. So you can trace it like this. Let's give you 15. So this 15 here plus 15. Now when you add all this, you get 85. So 85 students pass the test. That's option B. That's how you solve questions like this. Let's look at number 5. We're going to end with this question. It's 1 to 5. The same question again. Say the bar chart shows the marks distribution in an English test. What percentage of the students had marks ranging from 35 to 50? ranging from 35 to 50. Okay, now they are asking us to find the percentage. For the percentage, I have to get the number of students that had between 35 or had marks ranging from 35 to 50 divided by the sum of all the students that took the test. Because I don't have the number that took the test, then times 100%. That will give me my answer. Okay, so the question is, how do I get the number? First of all, let's get the number that had marks ranging from 35 to 50. From 35 to 50. So what would that be now? From 35, this from 35 up to 50. Now, how many had 35? 35 had 35, so 35 here plus how many had 40 marks? 40 had 40. Beautiful. 40 had 40 plus, now how many had 50? 45 had 50, right? 45 had 50. So when you add this, you're going to get 120. So 120 had marks ranging from 35 to 50. Is that okay? But now we need to find the number of students that took the English test. How do we get that? We have to start adding them one by one. So for 20, the number of students that took the test. So total number of students, just a total number that took the test. So the first one is 20, that's 20 there, 20 plus the next one is what, 35. The next one is what, is 40. The next one is what, 45. The next one is what, 25. This is 25. 25. The next one is what, the last one here is what, 15. So 15 here. When you add all this, you get 180. So 180 students took the test. So to get the percentage of students that had marks ranging from 35 to 50, that would be 120, which is the number that had these marks from 35 to 50, divided by the total number of students that took the test, which is 180, then times 100%. Times 100%. Okay, let's break this down. So 0 cancels 0. All right, and when you do all the computation, you're going to get 66 whole number 2/3%. I had to do this just to save time. If you use your calculator and do this, you should be able to get that as your answer. So this is now making it option D. Option D. That is the answer. All right, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Do wait to subscribe to this channel and watch out for other videos on this series. Thank you so much. God bless you.